Well, hello there, it's me, Sari here again, and I think it's time to make an English video actually. I thought I'd show you two of my cards that I made this weekend. This one's movie star, and she comes from Whimsy Stamps. Well, actually, Kenny Keenan is the one drawing these wonderful figures. I thought I'd show you a couple of more. Here's, I think her name is Devilish Donna. Just look at her, wonderful. I think this is called Kitty Catastrophe. Don't you just love her? And here's Biker Girl. I just cut out the bike because I didn't know how to color it. So wonderful. And here is Strong Island, her name is actually. Strong Island. And here's a fabulous gnome or something like that. This one isn't Kenny Keenan's, I think. I think this is someone else for Whimsy Stamps. And here's another one. Just look at that one. I mean, that one's my favorite actually. So angry looking. And here is actually one of the new stamps that Whimsy Stamps released, and Devastation, I think her name was, Devastation. And here is a fabulous looking girl, just look at her. Well, that's a little bit about that, and let's move on to this card. I decided on working with the movie star theme, and here is a lovely stamp from Vilda Stamps, and here it is. And I have also put some crackle accents here just to make that lens look a little bit shiny and a bit crackle as well. And as for the background here, I've had this stamp for years and years. I haven't really used it, so I just felt like challenging myself really to make it come to work and putting it together on this card. And this card actually, with this one, I'm actually participating in one of the Fruarna Lilja's challenge. It's all over. I mean, I just made it by half an hour. I had some problems with my blog then, but I actually think I managed to put it in. So here she is in all her glory. I have colored her in with some Copic pens. Put some roses here to just decorate the thing more beautifully. And in the background you can see I have used several stamps, and they come from Tim Holtz, and this one's called Bitty Grunge. So I've used this brick wall here. This is pretty small, as you can see. I think it's got another stamp set, which and this one is just a little bit bigger actually. I've used one of the stars and also this splotchy thingy here. Just as you can see here, I've used the brick wall here, here, everywhere almost. And I just stamped with some crushed olive distress ink those stars a little bit here and there. And as for the splots, well, they're also here. I think it's wild honey or something. I think it's, yeah. So that's it actually. And there's another stamp here from Whimsy Stamps. It's all about the attitude, and she's really full of it, isn't she? I mean, just look at her. So the stamp is actually looking like this. It's a film strip. It's easy to stamp, or you could just cut it out and have a sentiment on your own. And the fun thing with this card actually is that it is a twisted easel card. So if I open it up, you see it's twisted. It isn't straight or something. So it's actually a regular easel card, but instead of folding it by half there, you actually fold it diagonally. So in that way you get this reaction. And to stop the card, letting it stay in its place, I stamped this one yet once more, and I also stamped this one once more and put it on some foam tape just to give it a pop. And then I used another film strip stamp sentiment from Whimsy Stamps. A girl should be two things, sassy and fabulous. And when it comes to the border stamps here, I've used these ones from Vilda Stamps, a Swedish company. So this is one wonderful, this one, it's called Steampunk, I think, a Steampunk border. So that's it actually, and if I want to, I could either keep the card like so, or I could go like so. By accident, I actually managed to pull this one off. And if you're clever enough, I think you might even put a secret or something back there, because you have the space for it really. So let's move on to the other card that I worked with. This one's called Vicky Lee Vicious, and don't you just love her? Look at her, beautiful girl. And for this one I wanted to play around with the background stamps from YouDo. So I just took a piece of paper, started stamping with a script stamp here, and this one I'm just going to twist it like so you can see all of it together. So I started with this one in a, I think perhaps sort of a brownish colour. I think those are archival ink stamp pads that I've used. And then I went on with the notes, and I just decided on putting 2 of each on this one. And then I moved on to this one, and I used this sort of, I'm not sure what grid, sort of a grid theme there, and I just put it in at the ends there. And I'm sorry to say, actually, I did start off with this one. This is the Magic Mesh stamp, I think, and I started with this one in the center because I just felt like having that in the background when I see her. And as for the sentiment, Explore Your Wild Side, it's also a stamp from Whimsy Stamps, and I think it's also from that film strip Sentiments stamp set. And as for the edge here, I used one of Martha Stewart's edge punches, and I'm thinking it's called Deco Flower, and it looks like this, really beautiful, easy to punch with. It also comes with a corner punch, so I'm really happy about this one. So that's a bit of from me when it comes to Whimsy Stamps and card making. I hope you have a splendid day. It's a bit cloudy here in Gothenburg, Sweden right now. Bye bye.